guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome to another episode of the Arsenal career mode in FIFA 18. Now that we're well underway with the Premier League, we're basically just going to get right into the thick of games, and there are a fair few games coming up. All bunched up, 5 games remaining in the last 2 weeks and a bit of September. A game against Wolves away, and then the beginning of our Champions League. We need to take a look and see who the teams in our group are, and we will in a second, but they're coming up first, Zenit St. Petersburg, and then we've got Spurs and, of course, Liverpool in the Premier League coming up. Then a Carabao Cup game away to Southampton. That's all within September. We'll also finish things off with a game against Ajax. They're the second team in our Champions League group, and, of course, Roma. So Roma, Zenit St. Petersburg, and Ajax. It's an interesting group. I reckon it's pretty challenging. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm going to simulate this game away against Wolves. They're a super low-ranked team. They've lost every game they've played in the Premier League, but I still feel kind of confident that this is going to end up in an L or a draw, because every time we've simulated, it hasn't ended up well for us, even against teams like this. Let's see. Oh, we did score right before I went to simulate, or to advance, and we have ended up with a 3-1 win, but also an injury. I'm sure we can hopefully make do without him. I mean, we'll try our best anyway, but moving on. Zenit St. Petersburg is the next game that we will play, and I am actually going to play this game as well. First Champions League game of the entire career mode, because of course, we were in the Europa League last season. And obviously, of course, while I wouldn't mind playing, my best team possible, I am going to make some changes, because only a few days after this game, we are going to play Tottenham in a North London derby. So we have to make sure that we've got a relatively good side for that, and everyone is really fully fit and ready to go for this game against Zenit. But I mean, I still want to make sure that most of my better players are relatively fresh for that game, although I know it's going to be a bit challenging. So I've made changes like Cucurella in at left back, Chambers at centre back. We got Ramsey in. We've got Pulisic starting. So just changes here and there, and I'll be sure to really try to use all the substitutes I can nice and early. Arsenal had been in the Champions League for, I would say, close to 2 decades until last season when they ended up in the Europa League. And now we are back in the Champions League, and hopefully, even though it's a pretty relatively tough, it's a decent group for sure, I'm hoping to still get out of it. If we don't finish top, whatever, but getting out of it is the absolute must. And Zenit St. Petersburg's team include players like Ivanovic as well. We are aware of him. And what about their attack? Drisi, Cochran as well. And look, Paredes, Shatov, other players. They've got Baba, I think, from Chelsea, the left back, so he's good as well. I say good as in he's got a decent rating anyway, but here we go. The first Champions League game of the career mode. Let's go. Ozil, surrounded. Got to give this off. We'll let Lamar run onto it. Cross back post. This is a tough one for Lacazette. The save's made by the keeper. It's cleared out only as far as Ozil. I wouldn't have been able to shoot that, so I'm just going to... We'll reset. We'll go again. Great counter-attack. Great counter-attack. This is perfect. Lamar can go and go and go. And a low cross here. Great. Picked him out perfectly. Ozil, and it's 1-0. That was perfect. And right on the 10-minute mark, it had to be him. This man again, every single time it feels like we need a goal, he's the one that pops up. A great start. Number 11 scoring in the 11th minute. We've seen that already once before this season, and it's happened again. Lightning does strike twice. Let's just stay in front of him here. They're just passing it around very quickly. I still can't get the ball. What a... Oh! They just keep possession. It doesn't matter how many times you try to make the tackle. I've got members of my own fans celebrating, by the way, with Zenit St. Petersburg. Aren't they all meant to be in the away section? That's not the away section. I made a tackle there. It falls to a Zenit St. Petersburg player, and then he drills this incredible pass, and it's just a tap-in. Rigoni, back to him. Oh, 1-2 play there. Oh, it's cannoned off of the crossbar. Oh, great work from Lamar. Poor touch from Ramsey. It might still work out for us, though. And Lamar, you keep running hard, son. You keep going. Could you go the whole way? I'm not going to try it. We'll cross, back post. Oh, deflection. And tight angle Pulisic. Lamar again. It's still eventually cleared anyway. Although it's a penalty. Oh, what was that passage? No idea what's going on. But it ends in a penalty. I had a tight angle with Lamar that in the end I didn't decide to shoot, and then it led to that madness, and somehow that's a penalty. Now, I have missed quite a fair few penalties recently, and I'm really trying to make up for it. If we can, please. Lacazette. Yes, nice and low. I had to get that one. After all the penalties I've missed recently, I needed that one. And right from kickoff again. It's just, my defense right now, it's so unreliable. Honestly, I'm holding off him. I really am. And what the fuck is my left back? What is Cucurella doing? He was on him and then just started running away from him. Look how much space he's got. Check tries, but it gets underneath him and rolls in. Every time I score, I will concede exactly 4 minutes later. This has been a trend now. I thought kickoff goals were fixed in this game. Seriously. This could work out sensationally. Another opportunity, Pulisic. I'm going to fake shot here. Finesse. Oh, look at... it felt like there was like 5 players. Ozil! Oh, what a goal! Oh, it's Ozil again! Number 2 in this game. What a volley. I'm trying to finesse it in the end. It's cleared off the line. Hits the back of another Zenit St. Petersburg player. It might have been another penalty had this not gone in. Look at the technique in the volley. It's curling in and just finding a way to get in that side netting. I just can't seem to stop them. Truisi, please. There's no coverage in the middle. And there you go again. Oh, it's off the bar. It won't matter though. Czech makes another save. Cochran off the crossbar. I swear I can't stop them when they get forward. They somehow manage to miss 2 or 3 amazing opportunities. It's incredible. Like literally sometimes I just don't think it's possible to actually make a tackle. Poor pass again. Ivanovic now. I can sense they're going even harder for this one. Big slide tackle from Chambers. It'll still go back to him anyway. And look, it's like the attack never stopped. Come on, get in front. Again, he sticks out a foot, but it's just like the ball goes nowhere whenever you make the fucking tackle. And there it is. Full time. Oh, I didn't know what it was for a second. I thought it was a foul. It's the end of the game and it's 3-2. Defense. Oh, the defense. It continues to be an issue. It's a weird one, you know. They were attacking with so much pace. And even though I'm trying to stay in front of them and stop them from shooting, trying to get someone in the way, I go in for a tackle. They stick the foot out. They get connection with the ball, but the ball goes nowhere. It's like it barely leaves the foot of the attacker. How many times in that game? But still, though, we find a way to win. That was just an offensive, felt like an all-star game. It was just all offense, no defense. Both Arsenal and Zenit St. Petersburg got 14 shots in total for that game, and 8 of them on target each. It was, again, just attacking galore. And from that game in the Champions League back to the Premier League, and it's probably one of the bigger fixtures of the year. It is the North London Derby against Tottenham, this one to be played at the Emirates. And I think I've done a pretty good job here of resting a fair few of my players. As you can see, Ozil, Wilshere and Van Dijk are the only players, and Lacazette too, and maybe a few others here and there that have a little bit of stamina drained. But everyone looks pretty fresh going into this game, so I'm pretty happy with how I've managed the team here. But Ozil, Wilshere, Van Dijk, they're probably going to be the ones that I'm going to have to look to substitute if I need anyone out, because their stamina is basically going to be drained by halftime. And it looks to be a pretty familiar Tottenham team. Harry Kane is leading the line. The only changes are Bellarabi and Weigl, who are recent substitutes in. Aside from that, I really didn't get too good a look at their bench either, but I'm sure they'll have guys like Dele Alli and Eric. Oh, I think Eriksen's already in there. Lamella and a few others. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it's another North London derby. Here we go. Oh, maybe finding a way through here. And this could be the first. Big chance. Ozil with a rare mistake. He's just taken a really heavy touch. He could have had time to shoot that. Although 1-2 play here, maybe it's on. Lamar will set up Ozil again. He'll get it this time. He doesn't even take a touch. He just lasers it into the back of the net in just one go. I swear you'd think I'm doing this on purpose. I'm not. I was watching Lacazette that whole time. In the end, it was Ozil with space. And that's just going to be the first goal in the North London derby. Of course, had to be Ozil. And it's not the 11th minute, unfortunately. I got just a bit too late this time. But the 12th, whatever, we'll take it. Here we go. Good, nice. Excellent movement. Back in for Ozil here. He's still going to end up with a player around him, but he'll set up Wilshere instead. Still blocked by Vertonghen anyway. So now the second half underway. Still leading this game, but it was turning in Tottenham's favour. I really got to be honest with you in that first half, or just toward the end of it. Yeah, squeeze that one through. Big opportunity now. Ozil looking at Lacazette. Lacazette. Wilshere. Oh, I don't even know. I saw Lacazette with a tough-ish opportunity to score, tight angle, and then I'm like, I'm just going to hold up and hope someone gets free. Thankfully, someone did, like in Wilshere, but I don't know. I don't even know, man. Whatever. Poor Lacazette. I don't know if I'm ever going to score with him. We have won already with him this season, but like honestly, why am I trying to be so goddamn fancy? And look at, I don't know if that's, I think it's Weigl, number 29, who's done a horrible job of staying in front of him too. Oh, I just won't select the right player. Oh my God, you give just a little sight to Harry Kane and that's what he'll do. I had two defenders in front of him, but there was the gap there and he's pulled the trigger from outside the box, I think. Look, sets himself, turns. That's what he can do. And now they are back in it. I think it only was about just under 10 minutes since we scored our second and then bang, there you go. Harry Kane strikes. Oh, how's that squeeze through? Kane again, Wanyama, slide tackle. I think I've missed it. They've played the advantage. Strootman, I'm honestly losing track of who's who now. Bellarabi, and it's 2-2. And again, the exact same problems I was having in the last episode where my entire defense shuffles to one side of the pitch. And they have come back in this second half. I had a feeling they would too. The first goal that we conceded, I mean, I can just like sit back and watch Kane go to work and score an absolutely wondrous goal. But that is a frustrating one to give up. Can we get it back immediately? Ozil. The fake shot was not the right option. Please get in front of him. He cannot be onside. Please. Yes, thankfully he's off. Oh, where has this come from? They've just absolutely gone mad in this second half, Tottenham. Oh, wow. Poor marking. And look who's open. Mahrez. And a low cross in there for Ozil. Touch. Will he shoot? No. Taken out from behind. No penalty, says the referee. Oh. Please do not all move across to this left-hand side. See, you can see, look who's open at the back post. It's a reoccurring fucking problem. How do I stop that from happening? I can't control all four players. Another pass there, gets through Ozil. And another one. Can we get it back to Ozil if we can? This could be the start of something. Is he on? He might be. Oh, bad decision to go for it with Ozil. I had who? I think Mahrez at the back post, and that could have been the winner. They could have counter-attacked and made us pay from it, but we've dealt with it. This surely has to be the last one. Kolasinac, you need to use everything you've got. Keep going if you can. I might even go all-out attack, but I don't want to get exposed, eh? Oh, switch it. Wilshere. Off to the right. Mahrez maybe will get his opportunity. Saved again by Lloris. We had a much better chance with Mahrez only a few minutes ago that I failed to get him the opportunity to score from. Oh, that one with Ozil, I should have passed it across. Part of me thought that Ozil may have even been offside. No, that's a game we could have won right toward the end. We had two opportunities, but Lloris has saved them both and rescued a point for Tottenham. And you know what? Since it is only the Carabao Cup, if we get knocked out of this ridiculously again in the third round, then at least we have the FA Cup, and that's definitely the better of the two that you would want to go in for. So I might sim this one. It's an okay side that we're putting out there. Not the greatest, but we do have some nice players in there. Will it be enough to beat the Southampton team, who look to have rotated a bit themselves? We score, they score. In the end, it's us going through on penalties. They missed a penalty themselves as well in the 76th minute, and then after extra time, it went to pens 3-4. It's almost always the better side that really gets it done on penalties typically, and this time it is. I'd really like to see who actually scores the penalties and who misses as well when you do one of these simulations. It does look like Jack Wilshere picked up a little bit of a knock in that game though, so he's out for 3 days. He'll probably be fit and ready to go. Maybe not fit and ready to go, but he'll be available for the next game against Liverpool. I'm in no way going to play him though, because he'll just be fresh from injury and probably really tired. Half his stamina will be gone. So then, 2 tough games in this episode so far. One against Zenit, which was just crazy attacking constantly and just no defense whatsoever. The last one against Tottenham was pretty tight as well, and I can see it going the exact same way here against Liverpool. I feel like those sliders that we implemented for the Everton career mode that I've stuck with going into this Arsenal career mode, I don't know. The reason I was being so tough on myself with Everton was because they're not really a team that you would expect to finish top 4. So I was trying to make it as hard for myself as possible. But now that I've kept those same slider settings, it's just gotten even more difficult. So if I win the Premier League with Arsenal on these settings, then that will be I will be seriously impressed if we can manage it. But right now, we're only sitting 5th, so we need points in the Premier League. We need to start getting up. Have a look at Brighton doing a pretty good job starting off this Premier League season with 11 points. They're undefeated, actually, with 3 wins and 2 draws. And we're, unfortunately, a little lower down the pecking order, hoping to make that right in this game. Good tackle from Kolasinac will find its way to Lamar. The overlapping run, it does find its way to Kolasinac. Good job. Cross, waiting, into the middle there. It's a good delivery. Ramsey with the header. And right on the touch, right on the goal line, Karius will make the claim. Oh my God, and in off the post. That flew off his boot. Like, it was crazy. Off one step, how much power he generated. And then for it to just come in off the bar. I mean, let me see it. There, set himself, one step, bang, that much power on it, and that precise a shot. Roberto Firmino, it's only been about 10 minutes. Would you chill out, man? All right, sweet. So after about 15 minutes, we've already conceded. That's great. And I don't know, it's just annoying, isn't it? That's very similar to how Harry Kane got his goal, wasn't it? Out wider again. Lacazette. I'm looking out to the right-hand side. It will get there. Come on, finish it. Xhaka. I think that came off him too, and it's a goal kick. Oh, what a result. I thought Xhaka was going to find a way to get there, but Levine Kurzawa has just found the block, and then off the left foot of Xhaka, it's a goal kick. How could I be so sure I was going to get a goal and Xhaka fuck up that fucking much? They've got a man down and Chamberlain totally open. Van Dijk, the slide tackle. Will he get it back though? No. Why would you try to clear that ball? Why'd you try to whack it away? That was a tackle attempt, mate. Mustafi, Kolasinac getting in his way, giving it away again because of the dumbest fucking shit. They keep this ball. And there's the second. Oh, I need to take a break right now. I'm not playing well, and this game doesn't even feel like FIFA 18 to me right now. Punched away by Czech, falls to Henderson, or not to Henderson, sorry. It falls to number 23, Emre Can. Of course, we lose the header. They win it. Henderson, it's there, and that's a pretty good finish. The block by Van Dijk. Van Dijk gets taken out in the air as well. What is happening? How are we just failing constantly in this game at the moment? Okay, I reckon second half, less talk, more focusing on gameplay, because it's a thing that I do from time to time where I talk too much and I don't end up focusing on the game. Ramsey, want to go the whole way here? Why not? Saved by Karius. Ball that. It's a good ball that. Ozil, bang. Oh, blocked again. Why is Liverpool's defense the best I've come up against in this career mode? How unrealistic is that? Good pass. Good pass again. Pulisic! Finally a shot! That does not get blocked. I'm trying to pick up the fucking ball. He doesn't want to. Whatever. Fine. Go celebrate. Whatever. Oh, that's what happens when you actually shoot and they find a way to somehow not get... Oh, they actually don't get in the way. Look. Ozil, Pulisic. That's a rocket as well. Chandler. I've got one defender on two here. He's setting up Mo Salah. Mo Salah. A block from one of my own defenders. It may have even come off the hand of my defender too. Here we go. Here we go. Lamar. Is this a counter-attacking opportunity? Slide tackle. Oh, we've dropped him there. Beautiful stuff indeed. Lamar. Back post or just to Lacazette. It's fine. And it is 2-2. We've tied it up. Took my time with that attack, didn't I? And I would have been so mad if we didn't score from it because I knew I was going to slow things down when we got the ball to Lamar here. Look, the two defenders going to him. Lacazette just taps it straight down the middle of the throat of the goal. And it could work for us. Because I see Ozil getting an opportunity to make it 3! Oh, we have come all the way back. It's a totally different half in this one. But now it's all gone our way. It's huge. It's an absolute collapse at the back for Liverpool. This is more like the Liverpool we know. Honestly. Two defenders there. Ozil, it just gets put to the left-hand side of him. And that finish is absolutely incredible. Right into the side netting. Karius stands and watches. Now that we've taken the lead, I expect to see Liverpool go crazy again. To be fair, they've had their moments in this half. It's just we've really been able to put together some good attacks. That cross is sensational. Coutinho, knew it, fucking knew it. I knew they would pull that off. Let's see it. A good ball slipped in, and at the back, look at Bellerin. Bellerin is, despite being 86 rated, can never stick to an opponent when the ball gets crossed to him. They're going to get time. Xhaka, that's an interesting attempt at a tackle, but it could work. Why are we not sending him through away? Lacazette does finally get the chance. Settle. Oh my God, Karius, no. It's a free kick. It's on fucking Lacazette as well. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I can't believe you just get gifted an opportunity like that and then just to fuck it up so badly. Maybe still, no, I didn't think so. Oh, I can't explain how fucking bad I've been, and it's weird. You know, you jump on the game and you just don't seem like you can do anything. It's a weird one. It's fucking struggle. I'm going to make that the last game I play today, not just for this episode. I'm not jumping on FIFA for the rest of the day. I'm finished with it. Sometimes you just need to take a break, step away from it because whatever's going on, you're just not in the right frame of mind to be playing. So that's what's happening to me. We'll sim this last game against Ajax, get it out of the way, and then we'll end it with whatever the game after this one is. They've scored an earlier one with Huntelaar. We have equalised, though. I'm just going to skip ahead. And a 3-1 win. We do come back. You can tell, man. I'm just too tired. I'm saying 3-0 when we're losing or winning 3-1. I need to walk away. I'm so tired. What am I doing? I just feel tired and exhausted and I can't concentrate. It's like my brain just is not working. It's a weird feeling for me right now, man. I'll just advance and we'll leave it with this game against Leicester. And that will do it for this episode. And if someone finds this footage, okay, and I have died, all right, of like a fucking stroke or a brain hemorrhage, just know it's FIFA's fault, okay? So sue EA for everything they're worth. Until the next one, guys, my name's MasterBucks. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good one.